Welcome to the F1 in Schools project tutorial. My name is Phil Dolan. In this lesson we're going to be modifying the block length so we can create the car block and clamp it in the CNC machine, then create axle holes and wheel openings. This is the block we created in the previous lesson. The overall length is 223 millimeters, but to be able to clamp this in the CNC machine we're going to have to reduce that to 210 millimeters. Before I do that, I'm going to save a copy of it in case I make some changes I don't like. I always that one in the background then. So I now have a second version of that block. To be able to see some of the features a little more easily, I'm going to turn on Shaded with Hidden Edges. Click on the top face, select Sketch, double click on the 223 and then change that to 210. Finish the sketch and the block is updated. So it's now the length of the car block, and we know that we can go ahead and design our car but still use that 223 original block. Sketch on that face. I'm going to create a couple of points. These are the centers of the two holes I'm going to be creating for the axles. Dimension those 2 points, 10 millimeters above the bottom edge, and then 40 millimeters from the edge to the point. At the other end, the point will be the same distance above, of course. It's going to be 10 millimeters. But this time the overall length will be a little more from the edge to the point. That's going to be 60 millimeters. So with 2 points created and dimensioned, I just press H on the keyboard. That's the shortcut to get to the hole tool. Let's look at it in ISO so you can see it a little more clearly. The diameter of the hole for the axle is going to be 4 millimeters. I want that hole to go all the way through, so through all. And you can see the preview confirms that. Click OK. So with the two holes created, I can now go ahead and cut out the openings for the wheels. Create a sketch on the top face, and then a couple of rectangles. At the rear end of the car, it's a little bit closer. So it's 19 by 40, press enter, click OK. Whereas the rectangle is going to start right at the front of the car. Again, 19. This time the length is going to be quite a bit more. It's going to be 98. Enter, right click OK. One more dimension to add, and that's just positioning that first rectangle, and it's going to be 20 millimeters from the left end. Using the shortcut key of E for extrude, select the two profiles. I want to cut those. Select cut. I want to go all the way to the bottom face, so in that case it is the next face. And click OK. I could repeat that whole workflow, but we're always looking for quicker ways to repeat things. And in this case I'm going to use mirror. To set that up, I need to create a work plane right through the middle of that block. Having created the work plane, I can now mirror the extruded feature. Select the feature. Easily done in this case. Sometimes it's very small and you have to select it from the browser, but this was pretty easy. The mirror plane will be the work plane I created. Click OK. Turn off the visibility of that work plane. So we've now added the holes, changed the length of the block, and the openings for the wheels. Well, in this lesson you were able to modify the block length so we can machine it on a CNC machine, created the axle holes and the wheel openings.